camp it up. Camp, 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 camp it up. Camp, camp, camp it up. Camp, 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 camp it up. I said camp, camp, camp it up.
Hey guys, welcome to my video today. I want to do a video today on what to pack to camp. So if you're an international counselor like I am, this video is for you. So I figured I would do a two-part series with this. This first part is going to be a checked luggage part, so it's like all your clothes and your bits and bobs and stuff. And next week I'll do a quick video on what to pack in your hand luggage and if you want to have like an overhead like backpack or whatever you want to bring. So today I'm going to start with the list that we actually get from my camp. It's a really handy list, it gives you all the basic stuff, but I'll go into like further detail as we go. First things first, you're going to need some luggage. Types of luggage that you want to bring to camp. Something lightweight, preferably with wheels, because if you're running late for a plane, a train or a bus, pulling it as fast as possible is going to help you in the long run. Trust me, you don't be like lugging around big old backpacks for days. It's not a fun time. So let me start by first saying that all your clothing items need to be camp appropriate. For the majority of the time that you spend in America, you're going to be around children basically 24/7 unless you have an off day, and even then like kids are going to see you before you leave. Okay, so the first thing on the list is 8 to 10 long and short sleeve shirts. This is the perfect example of a short sleeve shirt that you want to pack for camp. It doesn't show off any boobage, it doesn't show off too much skin. The funnier and more ridiculous the shirt, the better. Camp is about being weird and openly weird and just having heaps of fun with kids. Like, that is the whole point of camp. If you have Superman t-shirts, Batman t-shirts, any kind of funny t-shirt that the kids are going to love, pack it because it's perfect. Be prepared for it to be cold. A lot of camps are in places that experience a wide variety of climate. When I first get to camp, it's freezing and then it warms up and then it gets cold pretty quickly after that. Next on this list is 8 to 10 pairs of undies and socks. Underwear and socks. Again, you don't want anything that the kids won't see because they generally see everything. So you need to pack, you know, things that actually cover your butt cheeks, and pack, you know, boy leg undies that just cover everything and just keep it all together. Good job. Alright, with your socks, make them as fun as possible. So here is an example. I have penguin socks, guys. Like, seriously, look how cute those are. Okay, you're going to need pants. And according to this list, you're going to need about 5 to 6 pairs of the bad boys. Again, camp appropriate. So nothing that's going to show off any cheekage. And make sure that there's not weird holes in places that you don't want there to be holes. Here is a perfect example of some camp appropriate pants. So they're shorts, but they're not going to show off your butt. So they're perfect, and they don't have holes in places you don't want holes to be. I'm talking like this area generally. Another example of camp appropriate pants. They do have holes, but there's none in my crotch. So I'm good, and there's none in the butt too, which is also good. Take a nap. Woo! Next on the list is 2 pairs of inexpensive trainers. I generally take a lot more shoes than I probably should to camp. I generally take my Nikes, or Nikes as some people call them. You're going to be doing a lot of walking at camp. Walking, running, all activities. So you're going to need a really comfy pair of sneakers. I'm also going to be taking these to camp because these are perfect for mud, paint, dress ups, everything that could possibly get dirty and gross and disgusting. These are like $5, so I'm not caring too much if they get destroyed. Another pair of shoes that I often take to camp are these ones. Connies are perfect for camp because you can run around in them and they won't hurt your feet too much. These are an old pair, so I don't mind if they get ruined, which is also a perk. So any old shoes that you have and you don't mind them getting destroyed, bring them to camp because that's what that's for. Another pair of shoes that you're going to need at camp are flip-flops. I was about to call them thongs for a second because that's what we call them, but you're going to need these. Going to the pool or the lake, pack your thongs, guys, slash flip-flops. I'm gonna have to stop saying that because kids hate it when I say that. Another really good pair of shoes to pack for camp are Crocs because these guys you can take anywhere and they count as covered in shoes. You wouldn't wear them for hikes and stuff, but they're great to go up to the dining hall, to go to swimming, to go to the lake, to go and do anything, and they're super comfy. Yes, they look terrible, but that's not the point of camp, is it? The final pair of shoes that I'll probably be taking to camp are just a pair of plain sandals for nights out when you go to dinner with your fellow camp counselors, for socials or dances at camp that, you know, you've got to go supervise. These perfect because you don't have to wear like covered in shoes. Okay, next on the list is 4 to 5 pairs of jeans and long pants and warm stuff. I know at my camp, which is in Connecticut, it gets freezing for the first part of summer. So it's a must, you're gonna need them. Everybody knows what jeans look like, so I'm not gonna show you. And everybody knows what track pant or sweatpants look like, so I'm not gonna show you those either. Just make sure you pack enough, and ones that are gonna keep you warm too, that's what you need really. 3 sets of sleepwear is on the list. The kind of pajamas that you want to take to camp need to be kid friendly. Key concept in this whole video. So you need something like this. It's not super low cut, it's not inappropriate in any way. And then the shorts that go with it. You can pack 90s or whatever you like, but just make sure that it's not inappropriate. Fun facts about America. Sometimes it rains there. You're welcome. So you're gonna need to pack a raincoat or a raincoat wind jacket like thing. You're going to have to work in the rain. Next on the list is a hat. I got this last year from New York. We went to go see a Yankees game. So I'm bringing it back this year, and it's just gonna be for days when I'm down at the pool or lifeguarding at the lake, you know. You're gonna be in the sun. A hat is necessary. Okay, here's the one thing that you need to think about before you get to camp. If you're becoming a lifeguard this summer, you're going to need swimsuits that are camp appropriate. Different camps have different policies about the kind of swimwear that their lifeguards can wear. My camp only allows 4-piece swimsuits that aren't over showy and inappropriate. Let me show you. These are perfect for camp. Simple black Speedos that aren't too low and don't show off too many bits and bobs. Perfect. With the 4 pieces, guys, you're going to need at least 3, because if you're a lifeguard, you're going to be out and in the water constantly. And nobody likes to get back into a wet swimsuit. But you're also going to need swimwear for days off. On your days off, you can actually wear 2-piece bikinis. Fun. Make sure you have them, because I don't know about you, but I hate wearing full pieces when it's my day off. So at my camp at the end of summer, we have a somewhat formal dinner. So for those kind of events, you're going to need a nice dress, and if you're a dude, you're going to need like nice shirt and pants combo, maybe a little bow tie, maybe a nice little hat. No, I'm kidding. So you're gonna need something like this. So spoiler, this is what I'm packing for camp. Another thing that you need to be aware of is sometimes you will have nights off and days off, and on those off periods you'll go out to dinner, you'll go do things, and I don't know about you, but when I have my days off, I like to dress up a little bit because I know that I'm not gonna get my clothes destroyed and all that kind of thing. So what I like to pack is a couple of just, you know, nice casual dresses or play suits or whatever that you can wear out to dinner. Just some casual things that are a little bit nicer than your standard camp wear. You're also going to need 1 flashlight, a watch, because time is super important with kids, and a drink bottle, because hydration is a constant thing that you need to be concerned about at camp. You're running all over the place, you need your water. A couple of other things that you might want to think about packing for camp is something like goggles for the pool, for the lake, whatever. A really good whistle, because whistles come in so handy at camp, especially if you're a lifeguard. You want a good whistle that's going to work across a really long distance to get swimmers' attention, basically. Other things that are important are like charging cables for things, adapters, because you're going to America, they have different plugs to us. A good idea is to get one of these, and then if you get one of those multi-plug outlet things, what are they called? I don't know. But if you get one of those and then one of these, then you've got like a bajillion outlets for all your products. I'm going to be packing a lot of lollies and Australian stuff that I just can't live without. Thank goodness that Americans have Tim Tams now, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm definitely going to have to pack a couple more blocks of Cadbury's chocolate, because I can't live without those for a whole summer. Another really important thing for me to pack is tea. It sounds strange, but I need a caffeine hit at camp because I'm not a morning person, and this just helps me get going for the day. Thank goodness Sophie let me like drink her tea from last year. Some other things that you might want to think about are like little souvenirs for your kids. Last year I brought a whole heap of like keychains with kangaroos and koalas and stuff on them, pencils, stickers, that kind of thing. If you want to, it's not a mandatory thing, you don't have to. But a really good idea is to bring some kind of flag. So I'll be bringing my Australian flag. This one's huge. So I'm going to be hanging that up in my cabin, and so everyone at the end of camp can sign it, blah blah blah, all that kind of fun stuff. Another thing on this list is toiletries. I'm not going to go into details. You're going to need your soap and shampoo, conditioner, razors, you know, hair ties, anything that you use at home and you're going to need over in America. I would pack it because yes, we go to Walmart, but they might not have the same stuff. And I am definitely packing bug spray and sunscreen in my luggage because as soon as you get there, you will need it like straight away. Another thing on this list is laptops. I always bring my Mac and I'll bring like an external. Don't forget your charger. I can't stress that enough. Also like USBs. I bring my camera stuff as well. Especially laptops, you're going to want to keep in contact with people back home. I know at my camp we have Wi-Fi in some areas of camp, so you can go and you can Skype with your parents. Probably one of the funnest things that is on my list for camp is a mandatory shirt that represents you. So what that means is just a t-shirt that you're really fond of, that you don't mind giving away to somebody else. Kind of like a present to one of your favorite people at camp at the end of summer. So you basically just give them a t-shirt so that they're often reminded of you whenever they wear it, which is really cute. Like, that's a really sweet thing to do. International counselors, if you still have space in your luggage, pack some costumes and stuff for camp because they often, you know, ask you to dress up at camp for kids stuff, and if you have cool costumes, bring them to camp because everybody wants to see you all dressed up. It's fun. Also guys, if you have room, you might want to bring an instrument to camp. But we do have guitars and some kind of musical instruments at camp, so that's attitude. I hope you enjoyed that today, guys. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave me a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I see it because I love getting feedback. If you liked it, don't forget to like, and if you want to keep up to date with all my other videos / stalk the hell out of me, hit subscribe and it will take you to my page where you can actually subscribe. Yay! And yeah, next week I will be doing a video on what to pack in your handbag luggage, I guess, on the plane, all that kind of stuff. Alright guys, I got things on. Bye! Do you reckon I can fit in here? Am I hidden yet?